Hi people, how are you doing? You are welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you are most welcome. My name is Chichi for short, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for always coming back. And in today's tutorial, guys, I'm going to be showing us how to make this alternating zigzag pattern that we see on our dresses. This looks so simple but very tricky at the end of the day. So I'm here to show us the trick behind the placement of these beautiful designs that we see on our dresses. Please do not forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Give the video a like, and then let's get started. Here is the fabric I'll be using for the alternating zigzag pattern in the front. But before I do that, I'm going to be marking say 2 inches from the center fold of the fabric, and by the time I have that done, I come to the side of the fabric and then I mark say 3 to 4 inches depending on how wide you want the pattern at the front to be. So I used 4 inches here and 2 inches after the center fold, and then I join the 2 points together to give me like a triangular shape like this. So this is what I have at this point. You can see how the shape goes, and after that I will be measuring out the length that I have here and here also, and then I'll be cutting out the piece I'll be using for the pattern. This is the width and here is the length that I already measured out. So I have that measured out, and then I cut along just like so, and I'm going to be cutting it in pair, that is in 2. And with these 2 pieces on ground, I keep that aside, and then I come back to the body of the dress, that's the lower part of the dress, and then I place the pattern on it just like so and mark out the shape that I already have for the main body of the dress, and then I cut that out just like so, and I place it over the second one, and then I cut along the same shape that I already have, and then I place it on the body of the dress just like this. During the placement, you make sure you place one over each other, making sure you have it alternated at the center. That's the meeting point of the 2 of them at the exact center of the front piece of the dress. As you can see, this is the center, and I use my ruler to mark down the center place of the dress, so that when I place it over each other, I make sure that where it is alternating or where the 2 of them meet is exactly at the center of the dress. And then I measure out the second piece, alternating piece that I'll be using. Know that the second one is going to come under this other first one, so I measure the length that I have and I put this aside and I cut out. And then as you can see, I'm going to be making the shape unequal at both sides, so I cut out this shape and then I cut this one is going to be cut into 2, and then I come again and I place just like this. Can you see how I'm doing that? I place and I get the second one and I alternate again just like this. So this one comes under this other one as well. I'm making sure that where the 2 of them meet is exactly at the center of the dress. Okay, so you see me carefully placing that, and then I move over to do the next ones until I get the desired length that I want. So I'm going to be using this one, and I'm taking this one out to cut the next one. So what I do basically, I use the previous one to cut the next one. Okay, just adding like 1 inch to the next one I'll be cutting. So I put this one back, and then you can see that the next one, the third one, is already cut out. So I place like this as well, and then I also put the other one just like so, making sure that I have the meeting point at the center of the dress. So I'm going to be doing this all the way until I get the length that I want. So you can see the 3 pieces already arranged, and I'm going to be adding like 2 more lines to it to get the desired length that I want. So after getting the desired length of the zigzag that I want, I scatter it back and then I rearrange to give me the exact arrangement and then placement that I actually want. So at this point, I've gotten all the pieces ready. I'm rearranging them. You can see that I also measure them as I arrange, so that the length on both sides are equal as I go. Okay, so as I place, I measure, as I place, I measure. So I keep arranging and rearranging them and making sure that the distance between each of them is the same on both sides. So you can see what I am doing exactly, and also making sure that the meeting points are exactly arranged along the center of the dress. So I measure as I place, I measure as I place until I get to the last piece of the zigzag pattern. Please note that for this zigzag pattern, you can use the width that you want. You can see that this is a bit bold and this is what this person wants. And at the placement of the final piece, I measure out both sides to make sure that the length is the same, and then I also use my straight rule to make sure that the center fold is aligned, just at the center, and then I trim off all the excesses at the side. And after then, I use the hemming gum to hold them down before I proceed to the stitching machine so that it don't scatter. Okay, so you can use a hemming gum or a safety pin to hold them down intact, so that by the time you lift it to the sewing machine, everything is not scattering and then you start rearranging again. So that was exactly what I did here. So I'll be stitching everything down properly, then I'll come back and I'll show us how the final outlook looks like. So here I have everything stitched down. This is what it looks like and is ready to be used for the main dress that I'm going to be using this for. So guys, this is what it looks like, and this is how you go about your alternating placement pattern for your dress. So guys, if you enjoyed watching this video, please do not forget to give it a like, share, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and most importantly, please do not forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next one. Bye.